So recently I got a quote to get some printing done, and the quote was $1,085 ex GST. So if I actually went ahead with that printing, what would I actually have to pay? So what does GST mean and how much is it? GST is goods and services tax, and it's always 10% more than what is quoted. So let's use a double number line to work out what that actually means. So this side's percent, this side's dollars. So 1085 means 100% because I'm actually going to have to pay 10% more than that. So 110% is actually what I have to pay. So that's what I've got to work out. So this is the amount of money, or the cost if you like. So let's have a look. Which side can I do? I'll find the 1 on. Well, the 1 is on the right hand side in this instance. Do I start here or do I start here? Where have I got two values? Down the bottom here. So it has to be this way, which would be divide by 100. And then a multiply by 110. So I'm going to do exactly the same to the other side. Divide by 100 and multiply by 110. So the amount of money that it will cost me to get this printing done is, oops, let's have a look at the arrows. I start there, I go back to the very beginning. I start with my 1085, I divided by 100 and I multiplied by 110. Now if I do that on my calculator, 1085, oops, what have I got there? 1085 divided by 100 times 110 is 1193.50. If you can see that 110 divided by 100 is 1.1, you can just do 1085 times 1.1 and you'll get exactly the same answer. So if you can see that, that's even less steps that you have to do. If you can't, just follow what's written there. So the quote is actually going to cost me what did I say? Yeah, $1,193.50. Sorry about that. So it's not actually the 1085. It's $1193.50. So here's a receipt that I have, and it's for $15, but that includes the GST. So how much is it actually costing me? So let me set this up. So I paid $15 and that includes GST. What's the actual, what's the pre-GST cost? What is pre-GST, or the actual cost? Alright, so what was the actual cost before they put 10% on it and said that that's what I had to pay? So let's have a look. When I set up my double number line, right, I paid $15 and that included GST. That means it's 110%. That's the hardest part of setting up these questions, is recognising that when you've included GST, the 10% is already in there. So what I actually want to know is, what is the cost? What is 100%? Now it looks like all the other problems that you've been doing. Okay, let's have a look. Which side do I start on, left or on the right? Has to be this side, because this is where I've got two values that I could work things out. Do I start here or here? I have to start at the top. So how do I go from there to there? It has to be a divide by 110. How do I go from here to here? It's a multiply by 100. So I do exactly the same over this side. divide by 110 times by 100, and then I can work out my cost. So the actual cost before GST, let's go back, was $15 divided by 110 times by 100. Okay, so let's do that on the calculator. Delete. 15 divided by 110 times 100 is $13.64. So the actual cost of that receipt was $13.64, and I paid $15. I don't know if you can see on this receipt. Can you see what's the difference between $15 and $13.64? Can you see that that's $1.36? Yeah? Guess what? Let me show you. Oops, a bit fuzzy. Oh, I've just scribbled on it. Oops. Can you see that that's $1.36? It's a bit hard to see, isn't it? Well, it is. I'll just let you know. How do I hold it so you can see it? Yeah. Anyway, that's GST for you.